I am really excited. This is my one spot of my vacation that, shh, don't tell my wife, I'm in Islands of Adventure. So really excited to have the opportunity to come here. I had one of my patrons bless me with tickets. No, another one helped make this trip possible. But in the midst of my taking a week out to do nothing, I am doing one thing, and that is Islands of Adventure. We're going to get Hagrid's, we're going to get Velocicoaster, and just have a good day at the park. So I'm really looking forward to this because I wanted to go on these 2 rides for a while now, and we're going to do it. So we are 17 minutes before opening, and they just opened the gates. Doesn't look like they're letting anybody in yet, but we are getting ready to roll. The one thing I do like too is tickets are right here. And it's the running of the bulls and the wall of photographers. Then we got a couple. We are gonna work our way in and try and get to Velociraptor. Actually, I think we may go to Hagrid's first, because it's probably gonna have a longer wait. But yes, lots of people love this part of the park. This was probably my wife's favorite section of any park anywhere. Just very pretty. So now the trick is going to be to walk all the way to the back without running out of breath. You'll hear me wheezing later. So first stop of the day, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. Never been on this. Really excited. This is one of the 2 reasons I really want to come here. So can't wait to get this, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so we are in line for round 2 on Hagrid's. Got first ride, got a front row ride. He took the motorbike, I took the sidecar.
It was awesome.
This is an amazing coaster. I knew bits and pieces about what it did, but there were definitely things that caught me by surprise. So I got other people around. I don't necessarily want to ruin anything on it, but this is an amazing ride. So it was like, run around, do it again.
Must ride. So,
it's got like a 35-minute wait right now on a Tuesday, and that'll fluctuate a little bit over the course of the day. But yeah, this is cool. Hagrid's is an amazing journey. Okay, so 2 rides, 1 in the sidecar, 1 in the motorbike itself. I can honestly say riding on the bike is a big difference between the motor car. You notice the launches a lot more, you notice the wind. John rode in the back on the second trip. I got front row again. And he said that in the back row, you actually hear a lot more of the narration and see more. So if you get an option, try to get towards the back of the train and on the bike. It's just amazing. So we're going to head over to Velociraptor now and see how bad the wait is. Stop number 2, Velociraptor. 20-minute wait time, that's not bad. Let's go do it. Lockers for this are actually inside the ride as opposed to outside like so many. Neat cute. He doesn't look real happy for some reason. And yes, there's 2. You want to pet a Velociraptor? So Velocicoaster was amazing. Definitely intense ride. We got back row, several spots of negative G's, and just fantastic. In fact, there it goes right by me. One thing to be aware of when you come in, no loose items. They have metal detectors. The lockers are all the way inside the ride. So if you're at the entrance going, where's the lockers? Keep going, they're inside. And they have the lockers set up in such a way that you actually unload it from the opposite side of where you loaded. So it can be very confusing when you're getting off the ride going, where's my locker? This doesn't look like it. Just scan your card at the little scanner machines and your locker will pop open and you can figure out where it is. So don't let the locker situation throw you too much. We had to ask how it worked because it's different. But this is an absolutely amazing ride. I would say if you're wanting the theming and the story, Hagrid's is better. But if you're wanting the thrills and the airtime and everything, Velociraptor is just fantastic. They would go up in my, both of them would go up in my upper tier of coasters. I do miss Dueling Dragons, but these are good successors. And there she goes again. Yeah, that's awesome. That element right there, the top hat, and then the barrel roll right over the water, the Zurgi roll. Oh my goodness, that was cool.
Now here we have a wonderful tradition at Jurassic Park in which we allow our guests to have first crack at naming our baby dinosaurs. Does anyone here have a suggested first name for our baby Velociraptor? Bob. Was it Bob? My friends, fellow dino enthusiasts, say hello to Bob the Velociraptor! Bob is going to begin an amazing adventure here at Jurassic Park. 165. Yeah? Honestly, same though. Bob is going to be, it's going to be amazing. Bob's going to be the pack leader. We're going to get her fed. We're going to get her vitals. It's going to be a great time. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy your time here at Jurassic Park.
This is really cool. This is the girl who called out Bob, and she's getting a certificate for it. My son will be very happy to know his friends are still here. Yes, Joseph. So here's another way Universal is actually better than most parks. We've got a prepaid drink cup for the day, but it hasn't shown the scan bar yet in my app. But they actually have guest services on the other side of the park, not just the entrance. So we can fix it over here. So, yes. So we're in line for Jurassic Park, heading in. I was just telling John that last time I was here with my daughter, this ride was one of her goals. It's because whenever she rode it, she always got scared on the drop, and she was determined to ride it and not get scared and look at what you encounter on it. So that was her deal. Hey, now John and I are going to go do it. Whoa! Didn't know it was that big a splash, did you?
I had no idea. Massive.
So great ride. Still enjoy that one. My son and daughter will be jealous now. They said when they were young, they were scared of that first bit or the last bit. But yeah, just absolutely love it. So we're gonna wander around. I think we're gonna head over towards Dudley Do Right and maybe get some free drinks refills, because free drink refills are good. So escape dinosaurs, escape gorillas. I don't know. Let's go visit with the big monkey. I think I'll name him George. He's kind of a curious little dude. It's coming. I love the cues that they do because they're so themed and detailed.
Heading there now, Billy.
That's Doc. That's our driver. Just barely see the doors. Well, that was cool. Actually, I had a driver I hadn't had before. This whole ride with Kong is just crazy feats of technology that help make it seem real. The individual drivers on each vehicle, yeah, I mean, all of them with their own backstory and everything that fits in. And even as you pull around and just seeing those giant doors open as you drive through. Yeah, just very, very cool ride. Yeah, love this. So we're kind of heading around now over towards Toon Lagoon. Might get Dudley Do Right, and we'll see what else we hit over there. All right, next up, time to cool off again. For some reason, it's hot and humid out here. I don't know why. But we're going to hit Dudley Do-Right. This actually hasn't even been open the last several times I've been here, so I'm excited because we love this ride. And cool, it's got pictures on it too. I like how they got pictures on most of the rides now. So let's go get wet. There's the ones we were on Jurassic Park with, front row.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was an interesting experience. We had a couple people in boats ahead of us that didn't seem to know how to get into a boat. One was up and down, up and down, up and down, held everything up. And then the lady that was in the boat directly in front of us when it came to loading had a very hard time getting in the boat. So, yeah, okay. And I don't know if that was the issue, but we got stopped right at the top of the hill and we sat. And we sat. And we sat. For what, 10, 15 minutes at least?
Yep.
And they start talking about evacs and they'll have somebody coming up to get us. It's like, no, we just want to go. So we finally got to go. They did just send us and we got the drop. So very wet, always has been. But yeah, so we're soaked, which actually, after sitting in the sun, feels really good. One thing to note with the lockers here, though, they're not free like the ones over at Velociraptor and Harry Potter, in that these cost extra. And they're a two-step process, and it's really convoluted. Because you got to start off with the pay machine, and then move to the regular machine. Even though all the other machines in the park, you just start at the center machine. It's confusing. And then, of course, I shut my phone in it, which had our scan code, and went, so we had to get help. But so yeah, all sorts of little stuff there. Universal put these lockers on the same system as the ones over at Velociraptor and Potter and Hagrid. I mean, come on. But no, good ride. So we're gonna go walk, dry off a little bit, and I think we're heading over towards Marvel at this point. Spider-Man, where are you coming from? Up here around the bend is the college that my wife thinks I attended before I met her. What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? Something like that. I don't know. What's the matter with you? Toon Lagoon is a neat place, but unfortunately, it's mostly outdated. Like Gasoline Alley. Who remembers Gasoline Alley? You got Marmaduke in here and Family Circus, but a lot of these people don't really know anymore. And there's ones that I know and love, but there's a lot that, like I said, they're just showing their age. Which is kind of sad. I'm Beetle Bailey. When's the last time that was Prince Valiant? Okay, I remember that as a kid, but yeah, it's a neat area. But this is one spot here that could definitely use some updating. It's fun, it's cool, it's old. Okay, so what do they even have in the store besides Betty Boop? Let's see, it's Boop, Boop, and Boop. So this store is pretty much all Betty Boop, with a few generic Universal Studios things thrown in for good measure. But yeah, boop boop, be doop, be doop, boop, boop. Yeah. But hey, you know, this is what I really need. Why haven't I gotten an Oscar for my videos yet? Of course, I'm not the world's greatest daughter, so that might be why. These are actually kind of cool. Well, this is a rather interesting mashup. I mean, I guess that's supposed to be Cyclops, but and Wolverine. But I'm not used to Cyclops being fully covered like that. But you can see they've actually got the rope set up. You stand in front, you pose, and then you get to move on. But kind of neat that they are still doing the character meet and greets, and they do get to talk with them a little bit. Meantime, we're at Marvel. And for many years, this was my favorite part of the park. And of course, Spider-Man was the ride. It's still an awesome ride, and we're gonna go catch it because it's cool. We'll see about Hulk. I think John likes Hulk. We may do Hulk. You gotta love how Spider-Man's actually over here helping the cashier find the pictures. So I love this part of the park. At the time they opened it before Disney owned Marvel, this was the closest you could get to stepping into the comics. And it is just a very cool part of the park. Yeah, this would be a spot that I could spend a lot of money I shouldn't spend. We're gonna head around. I think we're gonna take a quick round on Hulk, and then we'll be up near the front and we can actually start a second loop and go to Seuss Island and stuff like that. It's been a couple minutes.
I know you told me already. Why is it you're not a big fan of Hulk?
I am a bad size for the restraints.
That's right, you told me, yeah, with the head, yeah.
And so there's a little bit of a vibration that for most people won't affect him, but I'm just the right size that it beats my head.
Yeah. Well, we can skip it because
When you can see all the Marvel pins. Pins! Ah! Okay, let's see what they got. Oh, they got a couple neat looking ones there. Super Mom. Yeah, lots of stuff to spend money on. Just took our ride on Hulk, and Hulk is the Hulk. I don't know what it is with it, but it's still got that shuffle. I don't know if it's because they have the inside wheels not quite aligned right or what, but it's just enough and my head is right at the top of the shoulder restraints. So a couple shots, not as bad as last time, but it's still got that little bit. It's a great ride, but guys, what are you doing that it's not tight to the track? Fix the shuffle. So, but we're gonna head over, we're almost to port of entry. We got all these little camera cards that we gotta compile together, so we're gonna get that done and slowly wander our way back around again. Figure out what we want to re-ride. Velociraptor. I want another ride on Velociraptor. Maybe Hagrid's. So if you're lost as to where the restrooms are, just look for the waterworks. Love it. Here's something you may not know about Universal. Yes, you can actually mail stuff from here out to other parts of the country. So don't miss the mailbox. It's very cool. Now that we've finished the loop, we're actually going to head back in and kind of hit some re-rides and stuff. And I just told John I'm actually going to show him a few of the secrets and stuff. The hidden things not everybody knows about here, which is part of what makes this park so fun. So we're going to check out things though, and yeah, probably look at the souvenirs and stuff. So this store up here at Port of Entry was actually one of my wife's favorites. And it's kind of neat to see that it's very similar to what it was. She loved all these dresses. My daughter and wife both. Typically when we lived here and had passes, about once a year they come in and they'd each get a dress or something. It's got the neat open air market feel, which I like. It's something you don't find in other places. So one area we really haven't covered yet, we zoomed through it on the way to the back, is Seuss Landing. So we'll catch a couple of rides here, because I don't think John's experienced these either. I love Seuss Landing. And as you can look around, you'll see that the carousel is closed temporarily. But it's so much captures Seuss and the Cat in the Hat and all the curves. You notice there's not a straight line in this area. Not one. So, and hey, they've got the, if I ran the zoo open again. I wasn't sure they would have that since they quit selling the book. That's interesting. Let's do Cat in the Hat. I just want to show off the queue here for Cat in the Hat. And you can see there's nobody coming in behind us. And as I swing around, there is nobody in the queue. Now there's people back at Harry Potter, but most of the rest of the park, it feels empty. Which honestly is awesome for riding. It's kind of cool. Okay, now if they had those in adult sizes, I would totally get them for my kids. That's amazing. So think Dumbo or airplanes. But you notice you got all these fish spitting water. And the fish are different heights in different places. Because you got the ones up on top of those arches. And so you have to listen to the song that it sings during the ride because it will tell you which fish are going to be spitting water.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to get squirted, you've got to hear the song. We have some more characters out here. It looks like the Cat in the Hat, and I can't remember the name of the other one. If you remember the name of the other one, fill me in. Well, so there's the Grinch as well. We got a whole group of them. I do like what they do. They've got the rope set up so you can go up, stay near them, get a picture. And
no, you wouldn't. Would you wear thing one, thing two hat? No. Would you wear a Grinch hat? Oh my goodness. Come on over. Say hello to my friends. These are my speech.
When the trolley train goes rolling past, we know how it sounds to go really fast with a swish, swoosh, kablast. Now don't you be last. Make the sound of fast. Swish, swoosh, kablast.
fun round on the train, heading back over into the Lost Continent, kind of looking at those storm clouds, and we can feel a little bit of the outflow boundaries. It's like, it's only a matter of time. It's Florida, it's gonna rain. But check it out, I love the skies though. They just look so cool here. This is Poseidon's Adventure, or not. This used to be a show that had a couple of really neat effects in it, but it is probably doomed. Seen better days. So yes, if you ever got to see the water tunnel, congratulate yourself. We're gonna kind of wander here though and look at a couple of the shops and a couple of the other things. So this is the talking fountain.
Yeah.
And yes, it can actually see and talk to the people in front of it.
Yeah, I love Doctor Strange because you know what?
And depending upon what they do,
He's strange.
they can shoot stuff.
Right.
He's talking about Doctor Strange. That's interesting.
And Thor, don't forget Thor. Iron Man, no, I'm not an Avenger. I'm a fountain.
I am a little bummed at the moment because as I'm walking around, I was pretty sure this tent, and as I've walked around, I'm confirming it in my mind. This is where the coin press used to be, where you could pick a symbol and they would actually press your coin, more like hammer it. It used to be right there, and now they got a bunch of dresses and stuff. That is too bad. We love that place. That stinks. I will say, I absolutely love the look of this here. They did such an amazing job with this whole area. So we've gotten 2 rides on Hogsmeade, 2 rides on Hagrid so far. We've got 1 ride on Velociraptor. We're gonna head over here to Forbidden Journey, get our rides there, and then after that's going to be probably lunch. So Hagrid's was a 20-minute wait for our second ride. We had about 20-minute wait for Velociraptor. Hagrid's is now up to 45 minutes. Forbidden Journey, 10 minutes. And pretty much everything else in the park is 10 minutes right now. Weekday in September. Alright, Forbidden Journey down. That was John's first ride on it. It's still amazing. I love how they blend the action in it up, so it feels real. Yeah. They just outdid themselves with this area. If you're a Potter fan, you'll love it. Even if you're not a Potter fan, it's just really, really cool. But lunchtime. So we're heading over to 3 Broomsticks, get us some barbecue and butterbeer. Look at the food, a couple butter beers, food. We're hungry. Poking some of these shops as they yell at us, because these shops are fun, because they fit so much. Now, the one thing you have to be careful of in here is monster books. He's being awfully quiet right now. So we finished lunch and look at that. Wait time delay. Wow, kind of happy we got our ride in already. So you can see it is a little crowded in this part. Hogsmeade is much more crowded. But we are heading out looking for less crowds and short lines. Just had a nice little break, had some chili fries, taken a snack, avoided the rain. It's still raining, but we're gonna come over here. Velociraptor's got a 20-minute wait. So we're gonna hit it now while it's short, and hopefully people are skipping out in the park so we can get a couple more re-rides. Okay, so our second ride on Velocicoaster kept our chili fries down, so that was a good thing. Yeah, this is a great ride. Missed the thunderstorm, which is good timing. It is an intense ride. It's not one I would want to necessarily marathon, but ride off and on throughout the day, and then go do something, come back, get another ride, you know, then do a couple other things, come back, get another ride. It is an amazing ride. I think we're going to go back and see what the line is for Hagrid's if it's open. Check our wait times. We got a couple other things here. Re-rides are cool. Come on a weekday during September and stuff when there's no lines. So back into Hogsmeade and heading to what may actually be the most re-rideable coaster in the park, Hagrid's. It's showing a 45-minute wait right now. We're going to, I think, give it a show. Oh, wait, they posted 55 now. Maybe we'll go to Forbidden Journey.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's only got like 15 minutes. And then we will see what happens with Hagrid's line, and hopefully it goes down. It is funny though, this one part of the park is so much more crowded than the rest. I wonder why. It's not like Potter's popular or anything. Nobody likes this dumb thing. Gee, come on now, people. Good ride on Forbidden Journey. Finally figured out where the camera is, and I'm looking the wrong direction again. But we were looking at Hagrid's again. It's an hour wait, so I think we're going to hold off on that. We've got about 2 hours or so till they do the big light show at the castle, and I don't think we're going to wait for that. So we're kind of heading our way out. Still got a couple of things we want to find at the gift shop. I got some things I bought for my family that will actually be out at the shop in City Walk here in about 20-25 minutes. So that actually works out well, and I think we're going to catch dinner at Del Taco because I love Del Taco. Del Taco's awesome. And a whole lot cheaper than park food. So, it's been a good day. It is still a little crowded. We had a little bit of rain, but not a heavy enough storm to chase people out. And that's part of why it's so busy. So, we're going to head back up and try and give me a couple pins maybe, and get ready to close out. End of a long but good day. Got our cups. Picked up a couple things. I had a package pickup, which you can pick up here at City Walk. Never did find a Velociraptor pin. Apparently they sold out of them because we tried. But otherwise, we got 2 rides in Hagrid's, 2 rides on Velocicoaster, at least 1 ride on everything else in Islands of Adventure. I had a great day. Definitely started picking up here at the end. We realized they've got Haunt tonight, so everybody that wasn't going to Haunt was flooding into Islands of Adventure. Especially for the Hogwarts show, which is coming up in like 40 minutes. But we're getting out because it was getting too crowded. We're gonna head over to Del Taco, catch a late dinner, and then head back to where we're staying. It's been a great time. Still love Islands of Adventure. If I had to pick favorite parks, it would be right up in the mix because it's just an amazing experience. But thank you all for joining me. Hope you had fun. Thank you to my couple patrons that were huge support in making this possible, for the transportation, for the hotel, for the tickets, because there's no way I could have done this on my own. So I am very, very grateful for them to make it possible, and for you for watching. Thanks so much. God bless. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, looking for my lost shaker of salt.